We got some sad news, guys. After a few years of owning my Mavic 2 Pro, it has finally come to an end. Unfortunately, I destroyed this during my trip to Ecuador this past year, and I don't think it's repairable, to be honest. I don't have the protection plan that DJI offers, so this thing is pretty much a goner. Why don't we just throw this one away, and now we can go into the world of FPV. This is DJI's latest FPV drone, the AVATA 2. Along with this, I actually have this guy too, the controller, to go and control it. Without further ado, my name's Matt Powell, and let's get started. So we got several things in this package. Let's take a look. 4 propellers, a USB-C cable, Allen wrench, manual, couple lenses, USB-A to USB-C adapter, and a 4-head pad for your goggles. So for the propellers, you get 2 sets of A's and 2 sets of B propellers. That's the USB-C adapter, corrective lenses, head card, paperwork here for safety guidelines and for just your manual. And you got some stickers as well. Let's see what else we get in the case. Here I think we got the goggles themselves. Here's that controller. Here are the battery chargers with the batteries attached, and the drone itself. You got a good amount of division here for each individual component. It's pretty nice. This is decently padded. Not the best padding, but it'll do the job. But the outer part is definitely the best part of this case. Very strong and durable material. Starting from the right, this is the controller. Got plastic all around. Buttons feel pretty good, decent build. Next up, this is the battery charger. So here you could clip that like so, and that's how you charge it. You can fit 3 batteries. I'm assuming there's one inside already, but there should be a USB-C port right here, power button to turn it on. Now for the goggles. Here they are. Comes with some padding. Got the battery pack in the back to counterbalance the weight. For your corrective lenses, like there. I think it's a SD card port on top and the sensor in the middle. Got this material here to block the light. I believe this material is gonna make you a little sweaty, in my opinion. We'll see once we get to it. So all this material feels nice. This has got kind of like a rubber feel to it. You got your vents here and here. Right there, your sensors. More vents all around. Not too sure what these knobs do. Probably to do some sort of adjustment on the way it fits you. You got a USB-C port right here, power button there, and this is to make it tighter or looser. And finally, we got this guy right over here. Feels very light. I like it. It's definitely a change to the Mavic 2 Pro I used to have. That's your battery pack on top. It already comes with 4 propellers, so those propellers we unboxed before are just extras, I'm assuming. You got your sensors on the bottom. On top is the gimbal. Let's see. Okay, so that's the protector right there. And here is the gimbal. So let's set this guy up. First thing you want to do is charge everything up, obviously. So we'll do that right now. And while that charges, let's open up the remote controller. Here it is. We got another Allen key, paperwork, and pretty much just the controller itself. Here it is. Let's remove these little tabs, and this reveals the controller sticks. This goes on. Pretty nice. I'm liking the feel of this. Got your buttons on top. Start and stop, record, pause, land, and your modes. You got this button here, power button there. While everything charges, let's make sure everything's good to go. Over here it tells us not to touch the air intake right over there. Charge the battery before using it for the first time, so go ahead and do that. Once that's done, you'll have a full charged battery. Over here it tells us the amount of decibels it outputs, and I think that's good to go. Let's remove this. Now once you got your app downloaded and your account set up, go to connection guide, hit AVATA 2. We're using the DJI Goggles 3. Hit it once to check battery, and then hold it down to turn it on. Sounds good. Now let's take our USB-C and connect it to the phone. It says remove gimbal protector, which we already did. Slide the battery into the battery compartment, press and do the same thing. Here we got the battery, and hold it down. Alright, now that's on. Here we choose which controller we want to use, so we'll go with the Motion 3 controller. I think we got to turn it on first, so do the same thing. Press it once and then hold it. Let's activate it. So since this is an FPV drone, I will be getting this, but we'll do that later. You could actually buy it right here. But let's skip this for now. There's a firmware update, so we'll install that. And so far, this is standard for all DJI drones. Looks like it's done. Pretty sure that's all we need for the setup. Let's remove this. Now, if we take a look at the goggles, there's going to be a slot for your micro SD card. We have one right here, so let's add it. On the corrective lenses, it tells us not to shine it directly to the sun. Obviously, adjust diopters by rotating the knobs on the bottom of the goggles. So that's what this is. All right, let's remove these. If we move it, you can see there's a slight change. You could also move it side to side. So it's got a couple adjustments to make, but once you got it done, it should be good to go. Now, you also have this back adjustment to adjust to your head. But anyways, let's try this on and fly it. Here we go. Make it as loose as possible. Oh, this is sick. You don't even need prescriptions with these. You could just turn the knobs. That's awesome. I'm not too sure how to record from here, so after looking around, there's actually two antennas you have to lift up, and then there's a button here that says back, and then a little knob right there. Pick your language, hit select using those buttons up here. Now it says wear headband according to the illustration below, and rotate the headband adjustment knob to adjust the length of the headband, which is in the back here. Now it says rotate knobs to unlock and move the knobs left or right. So that's the bottom knobs right here, and adjust them so you can see everything clearly. Make sure the green frames are within the field of view and the view is clear. Now it says close right eye, rotate knob to get a clear view. After diopter is adjusted, slightly reverse rotation to help reduce visual fatigue. Use a motion control to control the goggles. So now you can use this controller to basically be a mouse. Real view on goggles. This feature allows you to see real view of your surroundings. Enter real view by quickly pressing the dial on the left of your controller. So click that. I'm seeing my whole room now. Awesome. We're in beginner mode now. It says make sure surrounding area is safe and press a lock button twice to start propellers. All right, let's test this out. Change your camera angle by tilting your trigger. I'm not too sure if I like using this controller. All right, that was kind of scary. Let's switch to the other controller because I'm not used to this just yet. This will probably be easier. All right, guys, so we're at the park now. Let's test this out. So far, so good. First test flight. Let's start recording it. So for some reason, the gimbal's tilted to the right. All right, I entered sport mode, which should be a lot faster. All right, it's pretty windy today, so the gimbal might be going crazy. Let's see how good it is. Now, this is my first FPV drone, so hopefully I don't fly into anything. Oh, nice. It tells you that your home is over there. Oh, I almost hit that branch. I don't know how close we can get to the branches. It's kind of hard. Test flight number 2. Okay, this thing is so fun. Look at that. All right. This is test flight number 2. Kind of forgot to record right there, but here we go. It's pretty windy again, so let's see how this handles that. But it's a beautiful day out today. Look at that. It's supposed to rain all day, but none of that happened, so we got the beautiful clear sky for the drone flight. Oh, that was scary. Oh, I hit it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we're good. So that seemed to be okay. That hit is a little hard, but it's pretty good. Look at that. Alright. Let's go back and let's inspect it. Okay, that was cool. Oh, that was a nice little break right there. Kind of a learning curve here. Alright, let's test this out. Let's see what damage we got. So there's damage to the back over here. Damage is not bad. Gimbal's good. A little scuffed up. It's not too bad. Gimbal still works. Nothing's really broken. This part kind of popped off a little bit, but feels pretty good. That was part of the battery. So let me turn it off. Pop this guy out. All right, so internally, everything seems fine. But the battery part came off. Look at that. Now let's see how that video looked. Test flight number 3. I'll be setting this time. Alright guys, test flight number 3 looks pretty clear after the little fall we had. There's minimal damage, but nothing to worry about. Alright, we're gonna go up high this time. What I should have learned before was you could brake with the brake button on the controller on the top left right here. And of course, in professional manner, I forgot to record. Alright, so here we're going up. It's a good day to fly, to be honest. Besides the wind, I'm gonna go forward. Let's see how fast the brake can stop it. Oh, that was fast as hell. Oh, that's cool. Let's do it one more time. And 3, 2, 1. Yep. That should have been learned before flying this thing. I don't know how people maneuver through obstacles so easily. I know I'm a beginner, but it seems so difficult. I'm like ducking down in real life. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it to, I'm gonna go normal mode, just so I don't crash into anything. Oh, that was scary. Forgot there were branches there. Yo, but to be honest, this is so fun. This is like my first day flying the FPV drone, and I could already tell you could pretty much get used to this quick. Oh yeah, and that other controller, the Motion 3 controller, yeah, that was not for me. Maybe I need more time with it, but using the gaming controller is it's so different. Once you know the dimensions of how it is, how it flies, I'll be more confident. This is too fun. I can stay out here for hours. It's getting a little chilly though. So we'll probably be ending it here, and we'll take it back to the crib and give you my final thoughts on this. But overall, for now, I'm pretty sure we have a lot to learn, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. See you guys later. Yo, that was fun. This thing had a minor accident. It's got some scratches. The battery's a little bit broken. I mean, it's nothing too bad. It popped right back in. The gimbal had a little bit of a scratch on it, and there was a bit of a scratch on the top surface of the drone. Overall, this thing was a beast. It was pretty windy out there, and it handled it with no problem. It handled it nicely. The speed was nice. The brake on the controller was a perfect addition to the controller. The gimbal was slightly affected, but I didn't see any problem with it when I was flying. But unfortunately, I did sacrifice the image quality with the video with this FPV drone compared to my Mavic 2 Pro. I've actually decided to send my Mavic 2 Pro back to DJI to see if they could fix it. I know it's going to be a lot of money to fix it, but let's just see what they say. If anything, we're going to stick with this drone and have fun with it, because you already know this thing was so fun the first time. It's literally my first day trying it, and it was so fun. I had such a blast using it. The weather was perfect for it. Besides that minor crash that we had today, it went perfectly well. Honestly, this thing I'm going to need some more practice with, because the Motion 3 controller was a bit more difficult to use than the gaming controller. It's probably because I haven't been using it much at all. The gaming controller, on the other hand, was a bit easy for me to pick up because the Mavic 2 Pro had a controller similar to it. Honestly, I'm so glad we don't even have to use a phone attached to the controller anymore. That was the most annoying part of the whole Mavic 2 Pro experience. Now with these controllers, you can easily take it with you, and especially this new case. I wish all the drones came with a case like this, but you know what? It's probably because of all the components you need just to fly the FPV. But for my first try, I'm pretty sure a lot of people crashed their drones just like me. But honestly, I probably should have been a little bit more careful. If you look at the video again, you could barely see the branch that hit the propellers. It was unfortunate, but it still works though. Overall, I am so glad that I went with the FPV drone instead of buying the upgraded Mavic 3 Pro. And honestly, I'm having so much fun with it already. And I think that about wraps it up. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that noty bell to know when I upload next. All right, see you next time. Peace.